WHIO News. Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
All right, it's time.
Can we get the show on the road?
I've been waiting for it all day.
And not a moment too soon.
Listen to talk radio.
This guy, Todd.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
He's weird. Best thing on the radio.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Funny guys are dangerous. They'll make you laugh and laugh and laugh, and then boom, you're naked.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up tonight, we got another pair of tickets to give away to see Sweet's Pain, Ultimate Kiss Experience this Saturday night at the St. Mary's Opera House. So we'll do that sometime before 7 o'clock. Also, we've got some food news. We've got an update on this armless, legless cornhole tosser, I guess, who's wanted for, well, he's not wanted. He's been arrested, but he's facing murder charges. But it's just a very interesting saga. Soon to be a made-for-TV movie, I'm sure. Probably on Netflix. But we got an update on that and a whole bunch more. Treasures in your own home, hidden. But first, we got to get to this real quick.
Your crashed car. In local news, a spectacular car crash. House car.
So I got a number of people sending me this today. There was a incident in Bell Fountain this morning. Downtown Bell Fountain, the 100 block in North Main. A young teenage driver crashed a truck into a storefront. Happened around 11:10 a.m. at Modern Beauty Aesthetics and Wellness. The driver reportedly experienced brake failure. How often do brakes really go out on cars? I'm just curious. Does it happen a lot? Maybe more than we think or less than we think? Either way, that's not been confirmed. Bell Fountain Fire Department responded to the scene, aided by the police department. No injuries were reported. And the Logan County Building Authority confirmed that the building structural supports were not damaged. Yeah, so that's 36 or 37 for the year. 37. Now, somebody on Facebook asked, where do we stand this year in comparison to last year? And I'm sad to say that we are way ahead of last year. We hit 37 last year on May 21st. And we hit 37 this morning. So we are way ahead. So this could be a banner year. But if you are keeping track, mark it down. 37 for the year. I want to talk to my buddy Ron. Ron, I don't know if we've talked about foul balls before at baseball games. Have we had that discussion? Are you there?
There we go. If we have, it's been years ago.
So there's video going around. I saw it this morning. This poor guy. I felt so bad for this guy. This was at down in Tampa. The Tampa Bay Rays were hosting the Cubs Tuesday night, Tropicana Field. And there's this big guy. I mean, like big guy, right? And he's down the right field line. He's wearing a ball glove, for a foul ball, to catch a foul ball. And he's sitting in a row by himself. Ball comes his way. He tries to catch it, but it hits his glove and it bounces and skirts away, right? So this guy, in desperation to get the ball, dives. I think he dives or either falls, but it looks like he dove to me. But in the process, Ron, he lost his pants.
Mm-hmm.
And he was not wearing underwear. Or he lost both his pants and his drawers. So, and this was up on the Jumbotron.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. And you see it. And the announcers do their best to keep it professional because, in today's age, if you say something snarky, you're going to lose your job over that, right?
That's a very real possibility.
Yeah, but this guy was wearing a gray T-shirt, dark pants, and it was. I felt so bad for the guy, but it reminded me of something that happened to me, and I think I've told this story before. That's why I asked you if we've discussed foul balls. So years and years ago, I took a buddy of mine to his very first baseball game. This was the guy that I used to do the morning show with at the other station in town. The alternative station. He's British, and he'd never been to a baseball game before. Never been. So, and it happened to be my birthday. And I want to say this was probably 1996, maybe 97. We went down to, it was still, it was still Riverfront, right? And we went down, and it was the Reds, and it was an interleague game, and they were playing the Kansas City Royals. So, to give him the full effect of going to a baseball game, we too brought ball gloves. And I remember him sort of laughing about that, thinking, what are we playing? Are we going to get put into the game? Why are you bringing your glove? I said, well, it's for foul balls. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. So we're watching the game, and believe it or not, a ball comes our way. Now, it wasn't a situation where I could catch it with my glove. In fact, it was just in the section over, but right on the end, and I happened to be sitting on the end of our row. It hits this guy in the chest and rolls into the aisle right towards me. So I quickly reach down and I grab it. Ron, I got a foul ball on my birthday.
Hey, there you go.
And I split my pants.
No.
Yeah, I was wearing khakis, and I was so quick, so fast, bending down to get that ball, a nice rip in the seam of my pants.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Now, fortunately, I think this was before the big Jumbotron, like they have now at Great American. There was a big screen up there, but I don't think it was caught on camera.
Okay.
But I saw this last night, and I just felt so bad for this guy. And I don't even know if he got the ball.
That would be the ultimate slap in the face.
Yeah.
Really, is that you showed the world you're, and you didn't get the ball.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have a good ending to that story.
Well,
so if you haven't seen the video, you need to go find it. I mean, if you want to see a big fat guy in pantsless at a ballpark. But it was kind of interesting. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you real quickly about, and it is baseball related. Did you see the story about this Connor Griffin of the Pirates?
Yeah. Yep.
Rookie shortstop.
Mm-hmm.
He's 19.
Yes. 19.
Now, I understand they think that he's going to be a franchise level player. Like, this guy's supposed to just be tops, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he's 19, and he's only been in the majors for a week, if that.
I'd say less than a week. They called him up earlier this week, I believe.
Less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
He signed a deal with the Pirates for $140 million.
Right. It was 9 years.
9 years.
And I'll tell you exactly why they did that.
Why is that? Please enlighten me.
They are not the only team that's doing that. So the Boston Red Sox have done that. Milwaukee Brewers have done that. And usually teams that do this, like the Pirates, are usually the ones who don't spend any money.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, I don't want to get into that discussion as to why they don't spend the money like the Mets and the Dodgers and the Blue Jays.
Cheapskates.
I kind of believe that too. But I will tell you that they are doing this. They do these long-term contracts. They're actually paying this kid less than what he is liable to be worth 9 years from now. So, well, actually 6 years from now when he becomes a free agent or is eligible for free agency. So you give him a bunch of money, but you're not going to give him like Dodgers money.
Yeah.
And you've got him for 9 years.
Interesting.
So, and that eliminates the first 3 years of his free agency. By the time that 9 years rolls out, he's in his 30s. Well, at this point, no, he wouldn't be. 28, 29 is what he would be. 28.
Yeah.
The stats show you that the numbers start declining when you hit 29, 30 in those years. And Hopefully you've won a couple of championships in that 9-year run. But the other teams have done this too to sort of preempt having to make those tough decisions when they get to free agency.
I can't imagine, though, being 19 years old. And I mean, it's a big enough thrill to make it to the majors. So if this kid's 19, he hasn't been in the minors for very long.
I believe he was he was drafted last June. So yeah.
So last June, and the story that I saw is last June, he was in AA, I think, and then they moved him up to AAA.
Yeah.
And then
I think so.
The next day he was moved up to the majors. But
yeah, there was talk that he was going to break camp with the Pirates this year from spring training.
I just can't imagine being 19 years old and being given $140 million. I mean, I know he doesn't get it all at once, but I don't think he does. I don't think that's the way it works. But
no.
But I just can't even imagine, being 19 and having that kind of future sort of guaranteed.
Party at Connor's house.
My gosh, that is just it's just crazy. And he's a shortstop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he stays healthy. I mean, that would be my big concern.
I've seen him play. He looks like the real deal.
All right. Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. Well, thank you for that, Ron. 937-957-1290. If you got a comment on that, and it looks like let me talk to him real super quick. Aaron in Kettering. What's going on, Aaron? All right. Well, it's not working again. So we'll just have to figure that out when we come back.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, I got to fix the computer. Hang on, everybody. And thank you, Bradley. I appreciate that. Thanks. Good Lord. How long does it take to reboot a computer?
Downtown Dayton at 521. These stories and more coming up. Our next scheduled newscast is at 5:30. I'm Ron Otto, WHIO Continuing News. Mark your calendar.
All right. Then he hung up. That's great. That's just great. Well, he hung up, so. No, he hung up. I went and checked to see that I could click on it because I use a touch screen over here. And then I put him back on hold, and I think he heard, I don't know, he probably heard me put him on the air and then put him back on. So he must have, I don't know, or maybe he just didn't want to hold on. Whatever. What are you going to do? Was this the, let me find it. Hang on. Let's see. Texas. Is this the Texas mother one, Clinton? The energy drink? I'll have to read that. I haven't gotten to that one. Oh, wow. You're Dan, you got me on the big screen, huh? More lifelike.
Winter Guard International returns to the area today. We'll have the latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Can we have some fun now, please?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube, and I think we got the phones working. I just needed to kick the computer a couple of times and seem to bring it back to life. Mark your calendars. This is going to be fun. All the Best Deli. We're going to be live there on Thursday, April 23rd. Down there on Far Hills Avenue, Centerville, Washington Township area. Found out today, and I don't want to take credit for this, but I'm going to. They have a new Friday special that's going to be appearing. I don't know if it's out there now, but it will be soon. It's basically a soup flight. Ian, you were producing the last time we were out there. Remember that?
What was this for again?
All the best delicatessen?
Yes, I've been to all your shows that you've done there.
That's right. And remember, I suggested, because they brought me a whole bunch of different soups to try, all their homemade soups and all. And I told Karen, the one of the co-owners or co-founders there, I said, you know what you ought to do is you ought to do like a soup flight. Like when you go to a craft beer place, you can buy a flight of beers. And they give you these little samples, like 5 or 6, or you could buy as many as you want.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get a taste of what's there. And if you find one that you really, really like, then you can get a bowl either that night or the next night or whenever. And they're doing that now. Yeah.
You're a pioneer, Todd.
They're doing that. And you can also try the Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich.
It's very, very good.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying that because Todd paid me.
That's right. That's right. The Monday, I think the Monday special is the meatloaf sandwich there at All the Best. But if you go in there and say, "Hey, I'd like the Evening Edge Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich," I think they'll do it for you.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's the meatloaf, and then it's got jalapeno cheese, and it's got horseradish on it. Yeah. But anyway, join us on Thursday, April 23rd. We're going to be broadcasting the show live 5 to 7. This is always a great time, good opportunity for the Edgeheads to get together, and would love to see you there. So plan on it.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, I'm glad, Dan. I appreciate you and Cheryl watching. I will say it is, and I've had people send me pictures of the big screen or their flat screen, in their house watching me. And that is a weird thing for me to envision. Right? It's just kind of a weird sort of thing to think about. Me on a big screen. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I don't know about that, Clinton. I don't, there is a way to put the comments on here. I'm assuming that shows up on the screen, right? I'm not a fan of that. Harvey. Thanks for the picture, Harvey. No, I'm not hitting that button. I don't like that button. I don't have, here's the thing. I don't have a filter on the comments. So you could drop F-bombs and everything else, and it would show up on the screen. And I'm not doing that. This is a family show sometimes. Oh, there is a new widget on the video platform. Hey, Skate Elvis in the house. The new widget allows me to do a poll. We may have to experiment with that. I don't know how it works, but
Call me.
Call me now.
Call me.
He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I've seen this downtown in the Oregon District, but I've never participated, and I'd be curious if any of the Edge heads have ever taken that pedal wagon cruise. It's this contraption where looks like a giant cart, and it's got people lined up on both sides, and they're pedaling like a bicycle, but they're drinking. And I wasn't sure how it all worked. I guess the deal is you get 15 people. You're on this what they call the party bike, and you're pedaling, and somebody who is sober is the one responsible for steering it around. I would have thought that it was like a host, like the guy who runs the thing is the one who's steering it, but not according to the story I saw today. And the reason I bring it up is because it's going away. It's going away. Yep. Dayton's pedal wagon tours will not be returning this summer. They announced today that they've shut down its Dayton route. I wonder why that is. They have this in other cities. And the story I saw that I guess if you have a gift certificate or something for this pedal wagon, or you already scheduled something, you can, I guess, do it in another city. Why would you do that? If you're excited about doing it downtown in the Oregon district, why would you go to another town? I don't know. But it says the pedal wagon is a 15-person pedal-powered party bike that can be rented with a group of friends to cruise around the different bars and restaurants with a sober captain steering the wagon. It opened in 2017. It has partnered over the years with several bars and breweries in downtown Dayton and the Oregon district for pub crawls. But it's going away. I'd like to know why. I mean, as I said, I've never ridden it. I've never done it, but I've seen it plenty of times, and it looked to me like the folks on there were having a good time. So I'm wondering if it was just not utilized as much as they thought, or was there some other problem? Was it a traffic issue? Do the people in Dayton get so drunk that they can't pedal? I mean, somebody should probably know, and let me know. 937-957-1290. We got some food news.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No flavors your food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you order this kind? This is so expensive.
So I had some Taco Bell news last night, I think. I've got Taco Bell news again. And this is, I'm excited about this because I do love chicken nuggets. I love the chicken nuggets. And Taco Bell, they've come out and said that on April 16th, they are going to start serving Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. Now, their Diablo sauce, solid. It's good. I really like it. And somehow they've created they've made it into a powder. They've pulverized it into a powder and a dust, if you will. Diablo dust. Sounds like a narcotic or something. Diablo dust. They're putting it straight onto the crispy chicken nuggets, and you can get a 5-piece for $4.99 or $4.49 starting April 16th. You can get a 10-piece for $7.49 with your choice of 2 sauces. And you can also get it as a combo for $10.99. That comes with the nuggets, a chalupa supreme, a crunchy taco, a regular nacho fry, and a medium drink. Oh, well, that's not bad. But that should be kind of interesting. I heard this the other day on Miami Valley's Morning News. Larry Hanskin had this list. Top 10 foods that feel embarrassing to love but always get finished first. And this is a new survey by Fast Food Club. And on the list, number 10, ice cream sandwiches. Number 9, bagel bites. Number 8, pizza rolls. Number 7, corn dogs. Number 6, chicken nuggets. Number 5, sugary cereal. Number 4, microwave popcorn. Number 3, snack cakes. Number 2, instant noodles. And number 1, frozen pizza. My question is, why would anybody be embarrassed to eat any of those? Does that make sense to anybody? I mean, the only thing that stuck out was maybe sugary cereal. But like, I know Ian's like, why would that matter? It's like, well, my favorite sugary cereal is Lucky Charms, right? So if I said I have my bowl of Lucky Charms every morning, maybe I'd be a little embarrassed to admit that at my age. But everything else on there, why would you be embarrassed? So I'd be curious if anybody is embarrassed about a certain food that you absolutely love, that maybe you try to hide it. Not because it goes against your diet and you don't want anybody seeing you eat it. But is there some sort of food? It could be candy. It could be anything that you're embarrassed to admit. That's weird to me. Jason and Dayton, what's going on, Jason?
Hey, Todd, two questions for you on the pedal wagon.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when I drink, I don't want to work out at the same time.
Well, I have to tell you, Jason, that's the thing I've always told my wife. When we've been down in the Oregon district and we see this pedal bike going around, thinking, why would anybody want to work out while they're drinking?
And then the second question is, you brought it up. Okay, what if everybody on the wagon decides to stop pedaling?
Right.
Does it just stop?
Yeah.
And they're stuck?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. You can end up abandoned in some part of town you don't want to be abandoned in, right?
Exactly. And I do have a food that I'm going to bare my soul to you tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to eat just plain spaghetti with Parmesan cheese, no sauce. I will make that like as a snack.
Yeah, but are you embarrassed by that though?
Yeah, my wife hates it and she complains every time I do it because she's yeah. So I try to hide it. So you're saying hide it? Yeah, I do it like when I know she's not going to notice.
Interesting. Okay.
And then try to hide the evidence after I make it, so I hurry up and do the dishes.
Yeah, I really can't think of anything that I would be embarrassed to admit that I like.
Yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything else either. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Have a great Thursday.
Thanks, Jason. Jim and Dayton, what's going on, Jim?
Well, Todd, I don't listen to you all the time, but when I'm not in Florida, or sometimes in Florida, I catch up with y'all. I really like Ron's involvement with the radio station. And
there you go. Let's hear it for Ron.
And even listen to some high school football.
Cool.
While I was down in Florida this fall. The first time I ever heard you, Todd, was you didn't even have your show yet. I don't know why you were on the air, but you were talking about, I believe you were talking about you and your dad at Shoeless Joe's in Fort Myers. And so I had moved down there to Hurricane Ian, and I'm kind of back down with another place now. But
okay.
You brought that up, and I saw he's a baseball guy too. But I also umpire. I used to umpire the Roy Hobbs Adult World Series till 2022, and I thought Ron would appreciate if you Google back Bill Lee, the spaceman.
Yeah.
In '75, he threw everybody calls it the blooper, but it's called the EFUS, and I umpired. Bill played with the Russian team at the Roy Hobbs Adult World Series in Fort Myers, and just weird, but a gentleman. And I had the plate, and he wouldn't throw the EFUS on me. I'd had him for a few years, and then he was finally up 7-1. He looked at me and smiled and threw me the EFUS. He calls it the EFUS. And I'm going to tell you what, it was right down the middle. It hit the sky and it came down. And but anyway,
but that's the camp what you were talking about is I wasn't with my father. It was with one of my best friends. We went down to a fantasy baseball camp, and we ended up having cocktails with what's that?
What's the Reds, right?
Well, yeah, it was the Reds. It was the anniversary of the Reds and the Red Sox World Series, and we ended up having cocktails with Pete Rose for like an hour and a half, and then we had lunch with him the next day. It was just myself, my buddy Pete, and Joe Pepitone from the Yankees.
Oh yeah.
But so, Bill Lee was there. Bill Lee was at that camp.
Yeah, well, Bill was something, and then Dennis Oil Can Boyd. That's a whole different story. He was paid to pitch, And I had him one time. I didn't have to play. He was playing shortstop. They were getting beat to death down in Fort Myers. He just walked off the field. But the owner of the team would give him this Cadillac, and he'd fill it up with old beer cans and chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll leave you on this one. The biggest gentleman, and he actually played on a team called the Goodfellas, was Doug Flutie. And I'm gonna tell you what, Doug had hands bigger than my car, and played shortstop and pitch. Of course, he wanted every pitch.
Yeah.
But Doug Flutie was absolutely a gentleman. I met so many former major leaguers umpiring that, and they do it in the different age groups. And letting you go on this, I will tell you the Roy Hobbs is huge in the Dayton, Cincinnati area.
Oh yeah. I'm aware of them. If I was in better shape and had some skill, that is one thing I'd love to do at least once.
Hey, shout out to the Cleopats boys. I'm down in Florida most of the time, but Jeff and Gerard are just fantastic. But just letting you know that people listen to your show, even if we're not calling in and doing that kind of stuff.
Well, I appreciate that.
You, Todd.
Thanks, Jim.
Right,
I appreciate it. I'm going to give him Consiglio Bell for that. That was nice. I appreciate that.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, we went down to the game last night and really enjoyed it, of course, and enjoyed the Diamond Club. It's a cool space for events, for sure. I suggested they put a stage in there and do some stand-up comedy. Turn it into a comedy club. Yep, Gage, we got that one. That's number 37 for the year. If a building hits a car, does it count? Let me see what our bylaws say. Let's see. There's nothing on our list here as to whether a building hitting a house. Heather, the soup flights are going to be at the All the Best Delicatessen. I've got the, let's see, let me find the. Soup sampler, new Friday special. Choose 3: borscht, hearty chicken, mushroom beef barley, split pea, tomato basil bisque. Pick 3 of those for $6.95. Windstorm parked Ford Bronco. Ooh, now that is a question. Clinton, that is an excellent question. That is a good question. We may have to discuss that.
Catch up and know what's going on every morning on your way to work.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill.
Another major airline is adding bag fees. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
We are going to have mad fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. 937-957-1290 is our number. David in Dayton. What's going on, David?
Not much. How's it going?
I'm doing all right, hanging in there day by day, as they say.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was calling about the food embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
That's not a food I eat. I'll eat almost anything, so that's not the problem. My problem is when you take me out to eat.
Ah, okay.
There's certain meals I'll order, and I'll say I'm a little bit too quick, and they get into some confusion. And I usually wind up sitting at a table by myself, looking like I just left my family at home.
So what is the meal? Okay, so let me just set this up.
Swiss steak is almost always guaranteed to have me sit at a table by myself. That's that and beef stew. That's pretty much
beef stew. Really?
I love beef stew.
But see, to me, that's not something that you should be embarrassed about.
Well, when you're at a restaurant.
Well, I guess that's true. I mean, beef stew.
And your family literally tells you, "Hey, you need to move over there." And they're not quiet about it. You're embarrassing.
Now, I will say,
I just love food.
Yeah, I got you. On this list, 10 foods that feel embarrassing to love, but always get finished first. I will say that I probably would not eat a corn dog in public.
Oh, I won't even touch a corn dog.
Now, I love corn dogs, and I'd eat them at home, but I think I might feel a little embarrassed as an adult, chomping down on a corn dog. But anything else on that list of frozen pizza, microwave popcorn, nuggets, chicken nuggets, pizza rolls, why ice cream sandwiches? You shouldn't be embarrassed by that.
I got a box of ice cream sandwiches in the house now. I just got yesterday. and there's only 2 left. I sat there and ate them.
David, I've done the same thing. I'll admit
I have
that.
every intention of eating them when I get home.
Yeah.
I'll be getting another one here in a little bit. So.
Nothing like pounding an ice cream sandwich.
Oh my God.
All right, David, I got to fly here. Thanks, buddy.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Actually, no, Captain Scurvy. I would like your input. Yes, Skate Elvis, we will be riding the bike on the bike path. We have endeavored to do that. We're about at that time. Just need to charge up the battery and put some air in the tires. Put ketchup on chicken sandwich. I do not put ketchup on a chicken sandwich. Skate Elvis, you'll be easy to spot. For sure.
Sponsored by Christopher Tire and Auto Service. Expert brake repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at ChristopherTire.com. Good afternoon. Thanks for the ride today. I've enjoyed most of it. The area freeways, most of them are accident-free, no unusual slowdowns. Right on the block with a breakdown on southbound 75 near Edmond C. Moses, but I'm not seeing any effect on the traffic. But over on northbound 675.
Did you get a new computer monitor in there? Is that new? Oh. Huh.
News in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
WHIO is all news.
Dayton's news
all talk.
and talk.
All the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Can I turn on your radio?
Yes, already.
It's almost showtime.
Who's your favorite talk radio personality?
That's Todd.
He's weird.
Monday through Friday.
He's strange.
5 to 7.
Sloppy.
I mean, he sounds perfect.
He's dreamy.
What do you say? Let's get it going.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
I want fire.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
First of all, let me say that I love your show. I mean, you're the bomb.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up and rolling on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up, I've got an update on the armless, legless cornhole champion who's facing murder charges. Dayton Webber is his name. And I'm telling you, this whole story is really, really strange. We've been talking about it a bit. And I'm sure it's going to become a Netflix movie for sure. Also, interesting question off the live stream about cars into buildings. What if the reverse happens? Do we count it? Just some thoughts on that. But I heard this list the other morning on Miami Valley's Morning News with Larry Hanskin. It was top 10 foods that feel embarrassing to love but always get finished first. This is from a new article by Fast Food Club, and they have this list of 10 items. Now, all but one of them, I would not be, or I would only be embarrassed by maybe one of them in public, and that's the corn dog. I feel like as an adult, maybe eating a corn dog, it could be embarrassing. I mean, I don't really care, but I think some people might be. But like ice cream sandwiches, bagel bites, pizza rolls, chicken nuggets, sugary cereal, microwave popcorn, snack cakes, instant noodles, frozen pizza. Why would anybody be embarrassed about eating any of these? I did mention maybe sugary cereal. If I said, oh, my favorite sugary cereal is Lucky Charms. Well, maybe that would be a little weird. 56-year-old guy eating Lucky Charms. But I don't think so. It might be for some, but so my question is there a particular food that you're embarrassed to eat? Whether it be in public or private? We had somebody call in earlier and say that when he goes out, if he orders like beef stew or Swiss steak, oftentimes he's relegated to another table. His family's like, what are you doing? They find that embarrassing. I don't think he does, but they do. So is there an embarrassing food to order, whether it be for yourself or somebody else? I don't know. I don't know why people would be embarrassed. Let's see. Brian in Springboro. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not much. There's something that I was craving a couple weeks ago, and I went ahead and went out and got it.
Yeah.
It can be seen as embarrassing for some people, but it's potted meat.
Potted meat? Huh.
Yeah, just spread it on a cracker and just have your way at it. Used to be a lot cheaper back in the day, but it's still one of my favorites. That and Braunschweiger.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Now, I wouldn't be embarrassed to eat that, though. I would say that if I was out someplace and you ordered it, and I don't know where you would order it, at a deli maybe somewhere, but if you ordered it, you might get a few raised eyebrows,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be embarrassed by it.
Right.
That's what I don't get. I don't get that. It's like being embarrassed of something that you like.
Chicken livers, maybe. Yeah.
I will say that I don't order them anymore. But years ago, I would order gizzards and livers from Lee's Chicken. I love those, and I would bring them home. And Mary was just like, "What are you eating? What are you eating?"
A little bit of hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, I know. But okay. I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian. I guess maybe livers and gizzards. that might get some raised eyebrows. If you've got something like that, 937-957-1290. All right. So here's this question. We keep track of cars that crash into buildings. We had one earlier today. This was up in Bell Fountain. Teenager was driving a pickup truck, claims that the brakes went out, and he crashed through a storefront on Main Street. That's number 37 for the year.
and I did mention this last hour, number 37 for the year, and it is April 9th. Last year, we hit 37 in late May. I think I said the 21st, May 21st. So we are well ahead of the calendar and cars into buildings. So hopefully we can keep it in control, but we'll see. But the point was that was brought up is if a building hits the car, does it count? And you think to yourself, well, how's that going to happen? Well, while I was out, Edgehead Clinton, he mentioned this on the live stream, that their babysitter drives a Bronco, and during a windstorm, a storage shed crashed into the Bronco. Now, we would count a shed as a structure. If a house or a car hit a shed, we would count it. It doesn't have to be a house. It doesn't have to be a business. It has a door. It has a roof. It's a building. It's a building. Now, we don't count it if it hits a fence, but we would count it 100%. We do have some guidelines that we follow that were established years ago here on the show. Any motorized vehicle will count: car, truck, vans, motorcycle, RV, train, plane, drone, taxi, moped, tractor, bus, boat. All of those at one time or another, except for maybe the drone taxi, but just give it time. At some point, all of those items have hit a house or a building of some sort. A vehicle must come in direct contact with building, fences, mailboxes, outdoor signage, awnings, canopies, or other objects that fall into a building after being hit do not count. So the great example is one year we had a car hit a flagpole out in front of a school. The flagpole fell over and hit the school. We did not count that. Parts of a car hitting a structure does not count. The bulk of the vehicle must hit the vehicle. For example, a wheel falls off the car and rolls and hits a house. Doesn't count. Does not count. Let's see. Vehicle hitting multiple buildings only counts as one. Multiple cars hitting buildings, after a collision only counts as one incident. Water towers will only count if there is a door at the base of the tower. Tower legs do not count. So that's the question. And that would be a good poll. Do we count structures that crash into cars? In this case, a storage shed. And I would imagine it was probably one of those, aluminum sheds. They're not super supported to the ground. I bet that's what it was. So I don't know if we count that or not. I feel like we should. But it's of no fault of the vehicle or somebody who might be in the vehicle, right? Likely nobody in the vehicle. 937-957-1290. The chimney sweep is on the line. What's up?
Hey, Todd, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So, bringing up this about, cars into buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, here's the question. We've had some of these structures in Dayton that have fallen down. You've also had where in Troy, they had their building partially collapse.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if that collapses and hits a car, how does that work?
Boy, that's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. See, because
if you're looking at the shed, rolling into the car, then some of these buildings that have had brick facades that have collapsed, that freeze thaw in the winter, we get that water intrusion in there. Here you go. I'm talking work here for you.
That could open up a real big can of worms. It really could. So we're gonna have to consider this. Or maybe, now here's a thought. Let me throw this at you. One of the rules is is that parts of a car hitting a structure do not count. The bulk of the vehicle must come in contact, i.e., the wheel, the fender, etc. If you reverse the thinking, I would say that it's kind of like what you're talking about. Like if a piece of the building falls off and hits the car, that would be like the wheel falling off a car and hitting a building, and we wouldn't count that.
Mm-hmm.
But
or
in this case, the
or
shed,
the awning,
yeah,
the awning at a gas station. You know where it got blown over by the wind a couple of years ago with all the Shell station that the awning got blown off,
yeah,
and collapsed on cars. Does that count?
No, I would say it does not, because we do not count cars crashing into awnings or canopies.
But it's part of a structured building, isn't it?
Well, an awning sometimes is not really part of the building.
Well, that's true.
Like out in a gas station, you've got the building where it's got, the convenience store and all that. And then out in the parking lot, you got the awning covering the gas pumps. That's not really part of a building. It is a structure of sorts, but not a building per se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that one for you.
I think we're going to have to convey a committee on this.
It's going to be a wild debate.
It will. All right. Thanks for your call, buddy. I appreciate it. 937-957-1290. If you want to get in on that debate.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Sometimes this show is just ridiculous. Oh, wow. We got one. Though, Elizabeth, you make a great point. When we had the Memorial Day tornadoes, and I remember we talked about this very gently, there was a car that was blown into a house that actually claimed somebody's life, and that was the only person who died in those Memorial Day tornadoes. And we did not count that. Huh. Yeah, that's a good point too, Chad. Maybe a driver has to be involved. That might be the maybe that's it. If a driver is involved.
Lawmakers in Columbus take on sports betting. We'll have the latest at 6:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Oh, well, go have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know about this idea of counting buildings that might crash into cars. For example, a storage shed, one of those aluminum storage sheds crashing into a car because of the wind. I mean, the point of this is that it's always the driver's responsibility, right? So that has nothing to do with the driver. So I just wonder. I don't know. I feel like if we include it, we may really be opening ourselves up to all kinds of crazy interpretations when something happens. I don't know. Judy in Vandalia. Hey, Judy.
Hey, Todd.
How you doing?
I'm good. I was calling about your top 10 list there.
Oh, yeah. Foods that feel embarrassing to love but always get finished first. Is there a food, Judy, that you might be a little embarrassed to admit openly that you like or order out in public or what?
Well, I would say that I think most of those foods are like the main diet of teenage boys.
Probably.
And so if you haven't moved on from some of those to a better palate.
Now, wait a second, Judy.
Embarrassing.
Don't you go bad mouthing bagel bites. Don't you go bad mouthing pizza rolls.
I'd be embarrassed to buy them in the grocery. Those two particular things.
Wow.
After my son grew up, it was like I never bought those again.
Microwave popcorn, even?
Well, no, I said about half the things.
Okay, so let's
popcorn and pizza and ice cream sandwiches. Those are okay.
Okay, ice cream sandwiches. Okay, I want your opinion here.
But those noodles,
instant noodles like ramen.
Oh my, yeah. This is all when those boys learn to cook for themselves. That's the stuff you buy.
Well, I can tell you. Maybe this is Judy. I think you didn't intend to do this, but you're kind of calling me out here. Because I can promise you in the last 6 months, I've had an ice cream sandwich. I've had pizza rolls. I've had a corn dog or two. I've had chicken nuggets. I've had microwave popcorn. I've had some snack cakes. I've had ramen, and I've had frozen pizza.
With no embarrassment at all, you're saying?
No. But maybe I'm just too ignorant. Too ignorant to be embarrassed. I don't know. All right. Well, Judy, I appreciate you calling.
Sure.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I guess I kind of get that. I mean, that menu on this list, that does sound like something that teenage boys would want to partake. Mary just sent me a message. Here's something that she thinks people might be embarrassed about: pineapple on pizza. That is that's kind of a struggle. A lot of people are just vehemently opposed to pineapple on pizza. I've had it. I don't dislike it, but it's not my go-to. But I could see somebody getting a little embarrassed. You're out there with your friends and everybody's like, well, what kind of pizza do we want to get? What do we want on it? And somebody says, how about pineapple? Yeah, squash that guy.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Yeah, see, John, this is what I'm saying. We open ourselves up. Oh, quiche, that's a good one. Oh, brother. Oh, that's a good one, Heather. That's funny. I like that. Hey, ketchup on top, like salad dressing.
Dayton's news, all talk, and talk, all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it. Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully. You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. All right, more examples of types of food that people might be embarrassed to admit that they love or order in public. Off the live stream, we've got quiche being one. Now, I like quiche. Wasn't there, I remember back in the 70s or 80s, there was like before memes, it was like, real men don't eat quiche, that kind of thing. That's ridiculous. But I could maybe see somebody being a little embarrassed. Somebody mentioned tuna noodle casserole. I think you could throw all of Hamburger Helper in there. Though I like Hamburger Helper and tuna noodle casserole. I wouldn't be embarrassed by it, but I can see where some people might be a little embarrassed. And then I like what I think it was Heather on the live stream. She made a good point. It's not even so much the item itself, it's the amount that she eats. For example, pickles. There's nothing wrong with liking pickles. A lot of people love pickles, but the amount that she will eat, I guess, in one sitting could be a little embarrassing. And I was thinking, yeah, I like chicken wings, but if I went to, Roosters and I ordered 20 chicken wings just for myself, that might be a little embarrassing. I'm sitting there at a table by myself and they bring out this giant mound of chicken wings
and I just plow through them, which there's no way I could do. I couldn't eat 20. At one time, maybe I could. That might be a little embarrassing. Do you look at that guy over there? He's eating 20 chicken wings. Holy cow. And a Diet Coke, of course. But I can totally see that. Clinton and Piqua. What's up, Clinton?
I'm just going to say this for the record. Putting pineapple on pizza should negatively affect your credit score. just put that out there.
I got you.
So the building into the car. So for context, I'm the one that started this.
Yes, you're the one who started this debate online as to whether or not a building crashing into a car should count on our list.
Babysitter, cars parked out in the driveway.
Yeah.
Somebody's shed during the windstorm decided, to start, turn into a bird and fly into her car.
Okay.
I think I have a solution for this. If you're driving down the road, just minding your own business.
Right.
And suddenly little Johnny's tree house comes unlodged from the tree and just randomly appears in front of you and you nail it, I think that should count.
Well, okay, but here's where I can make an argument that, in fact, do you remember the movie Twister?
Yes.
Okay, the original one, not the one that came out a year or two ago. There is a scene where the characters are in a pickup truck and they're driving down a highway and the tornado had just gone through and it was still, the wind was still blowing and a house rolls across the road in front of them, but they hit the house. Even though the car or the house had rolled in front of them, they still go through the house. See, in my mind, that would count because the car hit the house. So I don't know about a house hitting the car. Even though they were driving, because
maybe it
it's
depends
not the
on where it hits the car. Like if you don't run into it, maybe it hits like the side of your vehicle.
But see, here's the thing. Here's ultimately the whole point of me keeping track of these and talking about it is because that 9 times out of 10, the driver is at fault.
Screws up.
The driver is at fault, right? Something happened. Some driver, somebody could pull out in front of you and you swerve to miss them and you hit somebody's house or you hit a building. You still have to control your car, but another driver caused you to swerve, right? So a driver is always involved in every single one of these instances. Whereas if a car is, either parked, like in the case of your babysitter, or you're just driving down the road and suddenly, a building crashes into your car, that's not your fault. It's not the driver's fault. So I just feel like,
oh no, now you got me thinking.
Yeah,
too,
see, I feel like first of all, we've put way too much thought into this than what we should, but that's what this show is. But the other things,
terrible people.
Yeah, no, I just think that the driver is not at fault in those situations, right? So I don't think you can count it. Because in every instance, this is an issue with trying to get people to be more focused when they're driving, not texting and, screwing around where they can end up hitting a house or a building. This is about the drivers. It's not about the cars. It's not about the houses.
But you count planes going into the buildings. So what happens if the hydraulics and the avionics goes out in the plane hits the building?
Well, but there's still somebody flying it. It's their responsibility to try to not hit the house. That just happened the other day in Vegas or outside of Vegas. I saw pictures of it. So I don't know. It's just, but this is why we need This is why we need a committee. This is why we need to have a committee, and we can all sit around and talk about this wearing fezzes. Yeah.
Fezzes. Oh, yeah.
All right. I got to go, Clinton. I appreciate your call, buddy. There you go. 937-957-1290. All right. Here's an update on this Dayton James Webber. we've sort of been following this story. This is the guy who he's a quadruple amputee, but he was also a professional cornhole player. And there's video of this guy playing cornhole and doing it very, very successfully. No arms, no legs. They were amputated when he was very young. He had a condition, an infection that was spreading. And in order to stop it, they had to amputate his arms and legs. But it didn't stop him from becoming a successful cornhole player. But then a couple of weeks ago, he was out in the car driving with somebody in the passenger seat up front and two people in the back. An argument ensued between Dayton Webber and the guy in the passenger seat. And Dayton Webber pulled out a gun and shot and killed him. He asked the guys, his friends in the back seat, if they would, he pulled over and asked them if they would remove the body from his car, which they did not. They left. They called the police. He carried on and eventually was arrested, sitting outside of like an urgent care wanting medical treatment. But the police found this dead guy's body in a front yard of a home between where it happened and where they found Dayton Webber. So my first question at that point was, well, how did he get the body out of the car? He's got no arms and no legs. How did he do that? We don't know the answer to that. But now the next notch in the story is that video was posted today, obtained by TMZ, that showed Dayton Webber, and I guess this was taken July of last year. There's video of him in his hometown of La Plata, Maryland, where he is, this is true, I saw the video myself. He's doing a handstand against a wall, or I guess in his case, a nub stand, and he's snorting something off of a dollar bill. Don't know what it is, but clearly he was snorting something. Then after he reorientates himself, he walks towards an open window while picking up a semi-automatic rifle and starts firing it out the window into the darkness. So this guy has been on a path of destruction for quite a while. But he is now facing felony murder and assault charges in the death of this guy by the name of Brad Wells. Happened on March 22nd. And it was a heated argument, they say, over drugs, guns, and a woman. This is just begging to be a Netflix special or a Netflix movie or a series. I mean, think about it. You've got this armless, legless guy who is a championship cornhole player. A tremendous story of him overcoming adversity, but then going down a path where he's shooting guns off into the darkness, snorting something. And now, I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy story. But that's the next step here. Barry in Miamisburg. Hey, Barry.
Yeah, I have a question about you. Cars into buildings and the other way around?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say Doctor Who lands his TARDIS on your car. How do you score that?
That's an interesting question. I mean, Doctor Who is in control, right? Right. And he's technically driving that mode of transportation.
And it's pretty close to a building.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know how we would. I think it would just be, boy, I don't know. Because I would almost categorize a time machine as a type of vehicle. Right?
Okay.
So if you put it in the category of a vehicle, it would just be a collision.
But if it's a police call box that crashes into your car, it's a building.
Well, a police call box wouldn't count because it's not a building.
Have you ever seen how they build those things?
Well, I'm sure they're pretty solid, but if it's
concrete.
attached to a building, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that we would count that as a building.
Okay.
But see, this again, Barry, this is why we need a committee. This is why we need a committee.
Yeah, I'm just, throwing that out there.
I understand. There's a lot to consider with this. Thank you. John in New Carlisle. Hey, John.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, we're going to make this make sense, buddy. And
Okay.
by the way, I am driving a truck, so bear with me.
Oh, you're fine. Wait, you're driving a truck?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I'd give you one back, but I'd scare the woman driving beside.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay. What do you call this cars into buildings thing? You call it cars into buildings?
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to limit it to buildings. We don't. Sometimes it's structures, but structure could be a bridge. We don't count that.
That tells you everything you need to know right there. We're going to make this make sense.
Okay.
Cars into
buildings, right?
Not buildings into cars.
Right? I get it. That does.
Hey, man,
it does really
I love your
simplify
show.
it. Oh, thank you. It does simplify things that way. I appreciate it. Thank you for that.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Chad, you need to be the voice of reason. I know we went a little long there. I don't know that I'm going to have time for Todd. Captain Scurvy, bite your tongue. Okay. Okay. I'll take him real quick. Oh.
He shares the same name as you. I mean, it might be worth it.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
Temperatures will slowly rise into the 80s by Sunday. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Real quickly, Todd and Vandalia. What's going on, Todd?
Hey, how you doing? Love the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, real quick, I think I have a solution to your issue here with the cars in the buildings.
Okay.
Frankly, it's either human error or an act of God. High winds, tornadoes, and hurricanes are an act of God, so they shouldn't count.
I gotcha. Yeah, I would agree with that. See,
that'd be the easy way to determine it and just call it a day.
Todd, this is Edgehead Clinton's fault because he is a rabble-rouser. He is a swizzle stick. He's always looking to stir things up here on the show.
I hear you.
He took us down a dark path that we shouldn't have bothered. But thank you for your call. I appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, you say you love the show, so there you go. Here's your casino bells. All right, have a terrific Thursday night. It's beautiful out there. Get out and enjoy some fresh air. We'll be back tomorrow just after 5. Don't forget, you can get the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com and many, many other podcast platforms, except for Spotify because they kicked me off. Have a terrific night.
Well, that's all.
What if we came, we partied, we conquered?
Is that all there is?
Yep, that's all she wrote.
Next time will be better.
Well, at least you tried.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time, we'll be seeing ya.
All right, everybody. Have a great one. Good show, everybody. Good show.